Preparing for a nuclear war can be daunting, but having a plan in place can potentially save lives. Here's a list of the top 10 things to do in case of a nuclear war. Number 1. Seek shelter immediately. If there's an imminent threat of a nuclear attack, prioritize finding shelter immediately. Seek out underground facilities, basements, or designated fallout shelters. Choose a location that offers substantial protection from radiation, such as thick concrete structures or buildings with multiple levels below ground. Stay away from windows, exterior walls, and areas with a higher risk of collapse from the blast or subsequent fallout. Number 2. Stay informed. Keep a battery-powered radio tuned to emergency broadcast stations for updates and instructions from authorities. Pay attention to official announcements regarding evacuation orders, shelter locations, and medical assistance. Follow social media accounts or emergency alert systems for real-time information and guidance. Number 3. Prepare an emergency kit. Assemble an emergency kit containing essential supplies to sustain you and your family for several days or longer. Include items such as non-perishable food, bottled water, medications, first aid supplies, flashlights, batteries, a hand crank radio, blankets, and a multi-tool. Customize your kit based on the needs of your household, including items for infants, elderly family members, or pets. Number 4. Protect yourself from radiation. If you're exposed to nuclear fallout, take immediate steps to minimize radiation exposure. Cover your nose and mouth with a mask or cloth to reduce inhalation of radioactive particles. Remove contaminated clothing and shoes before entering a shelter or safe area to prevent spreading radiation. Rinse exposed skin with soap and water to remove radioactive dust or debris. Number 5. Minimize exposure. Stay indoors to minimize exposure to radiation and fallout particles. Close and seal windows, doors, and vents to prevent contamination from entering your home. If you must go outside, cover exposed skin and minimize the time spent outdoors. Avoid areas with visible fallout, debris, or damage from the blast. Number 6. Communicate with loved ones. Establish a communication plan with family members and loved ones to stay connected during a nuclear emergency. Designate an out-of-area contact person who can serve as a central point of communication for updates and coordination. Use text messages, phone calls, social media, or other means of communication to check in with each other and share important information. Number 7. Follow decontamination procedures. If you suspect contamination from radioactive fallout, follow decontamination procedures to reduce health risks. Remove contaminated clothing and shoes and place them in sealed plastic bags for disposal. Wash exposed skin thoroughly with soap and water, paying special attention to areas where fallout may accumulate, such as hair and under fingernails. Seek medical attention if you experience symptoms of radiation sickness, such as nausea, vomiting, dizziness, or weakness. Number 8. Stay calm and support others. Maintain a calm and composed demeanor to help yourself and others cope with the stress and uncertainty of a nuclear emergency. Offer emotional support to family members, friends, and neighbors who may be feeling anxious or overwhelmed. Practice self-care techniques, such as deep breathing, meditation, or mindfulness, to manage stress and maintain mental well-being. Number 9. Plan for long-term survival. Prepare for the possibility of prolonged disruptions to infrastructure, utilities, and essential services following a nuclear event. Stockpile additional supplies, such as water purification tablets, long-lasting food items, and emergency medical supplies. Develop skills for self-sufficiency, such as gardening, food preservation, first aid, and basic repair and maintenance tasks. Consider alternative energy sources, such as solar panels or generators, to provide power in the event of prolonged outages. Number 10. Maintain personal hygiene and sanitation. During a nuclear emergency, maintaining personal hygiene and sanitation practices is crucial for preventing illness and preserving overall health. Wash your hands frequently with soap and water, especially before eating, after using the restroom, and after any potential exposure to radiation or fallout. Use alcohol-based hand sanitizers if soap and water are not readily available. If water supplies are compromised or contaminated, use stored or purified water for drinking, cooking, and personal hygiene. Boil water if necessary, or use water purification tablets or filtration systems to make it safe for consumption. That's it for this video. If you've enjoyed it, then you'll probably enjoy my other videos too. Check them out. Also, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. It really helps me out and you won't miss out on any new interesting facts.